Welcome back, guys. I'm Casey at This Old Greenhouse, and it is a beautiful day in June. It's June 7th here in East Tennessee, and the weather is amazing. Well, I want to show you guys what I bought today for my cottage garden. I got some perennials to go in there. These that I got about 3 weeks ago. This is called Candy Tuft, and it really just puts a nice pop of brightness into the flower garden. You can just really see it from a distance. I love it. And I got an ice plant. It is a perennial and it is a succulent, and it will bloom hopefully all spring and summer into the fall, and then it comes back next year. So that is what I've got. I also got a little carnivorous plant because I love these, and every now and then I find these and the picture on it is different from the ones that I have, and I'm gonna take this to the greenhouse and find a good spot for it. All right, so it's evening time and I've made my way back outside. If you can see, the flower garden is shaded now and it's much cooler. So I'm gonna get some of these flowers in that I bought today, and I think I've got them set out kind of where I want them. I want to add a little bit more white in here and then some over there, and I'll probably end up even going and getting some more. But I've noticed with some of these flowers that I bought today, the ice plant, which is a succulent, it kind of closes up at night, and then in the daytime it will open back up. So it's really pretty. I just love it. It's very similar to this portulaca. I think it's probably in the same family of succulent. So it's gonna go really good right here. Alright, last one of the evening, and it's gone to bed too. They're closed up for the night. Hopefully they'll be back up and at 'em in the morning. Alright, so I've got an ice plant here, a Candy Tuft. Got two new ice plants here. That's from portulaca. Those are my coreopsis I bought the last round, and then this is the one I had in here. It's still looking great, and this is the new one. Everything's coming together nicely. I did plant a couple of these coreopsis that I sprouted out in the greenhouse. I put them out here to harden them off a little bit, and I put these in the ground yesterday and they're looking pretty good. I've got one back here. Now they get tall, so I put them back near the fence for a backdrop, but I think that did the trick, was to grow them in these flats first, just because I did not want to put the seedlings directly in the dirt underneath all of that mulch. They probably wouldn't have come up. I bought this tower today at Lowe's and I love it. I've been wanting it for a long time, and I finally splurged today, went and got it. I'm gonna put my mandevilla in this tomorrow at some point. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna bury it down in a hole because the mandevilla will have to come back in the greenhouse in the winter. It's very tropical. It can live out here in the summer and into the fall before it gets, really cold. And then we'll cut it back and bring it in the greenhouse. But I think it will look really pretty coming up this tower right here in the middle of the larger part of the flower bed. And I've also got another one here. It's smaller, and I think it's a different color as well. I think I may get something for it to trellis up too, because that's just really going to be a pretty centerpiece in this big part of the flower bed. So I think we've come to a conclusion about something we're going to plant here in the corner. My husband even gave me the idea, which I think is a great idea. We're thinking about putting a hydrangea bush here and letting it come up and against the woodshed. I think it would be really pretty to end out this flower bed right there. So I haven't grown hydrangeas before, so I'm going to do a little bit of research on which one to get and the care for them. So that's the next thing to come. Good afternoon, it's the next day, and I'm down here wanting to get that mandevilla into my flower bed. Of course, it is the afternoon, so it's kind of hot, so we'll see how long I stay out here. I really like to do this kind of stuff in the evening, but I don't know, I don't like sitting inside all day, so I'm gonna get at it. So right now it's in this pot, and I will be bringing it back into the greenhouse, so I don't think I'm gonna take it out of the pot. I think I'm just gonna set it down inside of this tower here. I mean, I could put it in the ground and then dig it back up, but I'm not so sure that I want to do that. That's going to be really pretty right there. Good afternoon. So I went and got a hydrangea today. I'm going to be putting it in my flower bed over there in the cottage garden right up next to the woodshed. I think that'll be a perfect place for it. And I got the Endless Summer variety. It's supposed to be a reblooming plant all summer, and I am very excited about putting it out here in my flower garden. Now currently the blooms on it are pink, but they can turn shades all the way to dark blue. That has a lot to do with the soil and the acidity in the soil. I'm gonna add a little bit of potting soil. Alright guys, I got her in there, and I think she's gonna be beautiful right here. Right up next to this wood on the woodshed. Gonna be nice. Now, like I said, I might work on changing these blooms to a periwinkle color, purple blue color, and how I'll have to do that is I'll have to raise the acidity of the soil. There are several techniques that even make like stuff you can go buy specifically for that. Sulfates, different things like that. I heard you can try vinegar, coffee grounds. So I'm gonna try some techniques. Some may be slower than others, but it's not like a sudden change. I think it's a gradual process in order to do this. But you can also change them back by raising the pH. The lower the pH, the more acid, the more blue. The higher the pH, the more you get of the pink color. But nonetheless, all the colors are pretty, so yeah, love it.